For over 40 years, Brian's been walking around Plymouth dressed as Sir Francis Drake, promoting and reminding people of the very important history of Plymouth. Hello, Sir Francis Drake, or is it Brian?
Brian.
And what sort of Christmas have you had?
Quiet, but enjoyable.
Yeah.
I was busy with Father Christmas all up to Christmas. So it gave me a chance to relax and start getting ready for the New Year.
Well, it's the 10th of January and we're in the Barbican.
Sorry?
It's the 10th of January 2020 and we're in the Barbican.
Yeah.
And this year the Mayflower and we're at the Mayflower Steps. Or
yeah, whether they're going to use me, I don't doubt if they will, but
I think they ought
to. Ever since I bucked them over the swimming pool, they said they won't give me any more work.
Well, like I said, it's like a legal mafia in Plymouth and they shouldn't be behaving like that, to be honest.
No.
Because they're holding back the city.
Yeah. I don't know.
So what's this costume you're wearing anyway?
This one is Georgian.
Uh-huh.
It's not a Georgian costume.
And where did you get it from?
The basic costume I got from the, what you call it these days, not the television, the computer thing.
Oh, right, from eBay?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Cool.
But then I did all the rest with special buttons and all the gold work and everything else. I did all that.
Yeah. How long did it take you to do all that?
Quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of gold on it too, there is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, meters and meters of material.
Because you're from London originally, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you've been in Plymouth for many years now.
Yeah, I've been Drake for about 47 years.
Crumbs.
And it was good fun when my wife was alive, but I missed her a lot.
Yeah.
But there again, that's life, I'm afraid. But
We used to see you both walking through the Barbican hand in hand.
yeah, she made the cloak actually.
Yeah.
And that. So, but I keep it on, keep it going.
It keeps you busy, doesn't
Whether
it?
Plymouth want to use me or not, it's entirely up
Who
to
gives
them.
a damn about whether Plymouth wants to use you or not? You're great credit to the city.
Yeah.
We need people like you in the
I
city.
try to keep history alive.
Exactly.
That I do, but honestly, Plymouth has got so much history.
Well, that's what frustrates me. You know, the council just forget about it and just pretend that they're taking it on board and they have no interest whatsoever. Yeah.
They pay out for all these people to come in from all over the place, and they've got good pirate groups around here.
Yes.
But they don't use them properly.
Yeah. They should have regular things brought into the Barbican to inspire people, because there's so much inspiration that started off in Plymouth and went across the world.
And this is where it all started, down
Absolutely.
here,
Yeah.
the Barbican.
Yeah.
That's where it came.
And that's what frustrates me as well. I mean, it's one of the most historical areas of the country to be in.
It is.
It's an international level.
Some cities
just not
go
thought about.
bonkers to have the history that we've got.
And they use it to, I mean, Plymouth, Massachusetts have already been celebrating for 4 years. And up till now, there's been very little to show in Plymouth for this year's celebrations.
That's right.
And it's all talk and no action. You know, where is everything to show for it? They spent a lot of money on the Barbican, but you don't see anything for it.
But I don't understand them. I don't.
Anyway, it's frustrating and annoying, especially when so much money could be brought into the city on the back of it.
All you can do is the best you can.
Yeah,
exactly. I think they don't take any notice of me.
They don't take any notice of anybody. There's just self-interest with them.
The big problem I've always thought for advertising in our history, you need somebody in charge who's a bit of a historian.
Yeah.
And we've got some bloody good historians in Plymouth.
Yeah.
Especially we've got the chappie that works here in the steak and omelette. I mean, he does Napoleonic more period stuff and that, but he's red hot in history, and they ignore him.
Yeah.
He's written books and all things. I believe he's on the 8th of February.
Have you ever been a town crier? Because Plymouth has now got a town crier.
So you could. I saw just down.
So maybe you could have been hired for that.
There, but no, I didn't go in for it.
Yeah.
The problem with the
town
crier,
made a good town crier,
you're tied down to something.
Yeah.
So I don't. I fluctuate. So I don't. No, I didn't. I said to them if they had trouble, they couldn't find one, I'd stand in for them.
Yeah.
But they found one, so that's good enough.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you should be knighted, Sir Francis Drake. Or Brian.
Yeah.
For everything you've done in Plymouth.
Well,
over the years.
I've been presented to the Queen.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Navy.
Yeah.
Got on very well with the Queen. We had a good chat.
Yeah.
And she asked me why I did it, and I said, well, Mum, in the Elizabethan times, England became a very strong country.
Yeah.
People took notice. And I said, and when it's like this, we can't have a Queen Elizabeth on the throne without a Sir Francis Drake now, can we?
No.
And she came right up to me, she said, no, we can't, young man, no, we can't.
Nice one.
And nobody took a photograph of her doing that to me.
Oh, what a shame.
All the photographs I've had taken.
Yeah, that would have been a historical one.
It would have been a fab. I got a lovely photograph with her. But,
Yeah. Where was that taken, in London? Or?
No, here, it's to do with the Navy.
Right.
The Navy said, I'd done a lot for the Navy in the past, advertising, doing different things for them and all that.
Yes.
And they said, we'd like to say a thank you to you by presenting you to the Queen.
Yeah.
So I said, that's all right. But it had to be a man's event. That's what annoyed me.
Yeah.
I wanted my wife to be with me. But it had to be a man's event. So, you know what the Navy's like. So
Well-
yeah, but...
Well, I hope you get hired in 2020 and the council get their act together. It'd be nice to see you getting some credit during this year, a very historical year.
Credit from the council. Yeah, I don't think I will anyway. But
Well, they're good at putting. They seem to be good at putting people down if they're in the way, and demolishing them basically, which means it's full of self-interest.
One good thing about they're doing the Elizabethan house up.
Yeah.
It's about to,
Oh, that is
and they've got that other beautiful house over near near where the pub is over there. It used to be a library or something. A beautiful house over there, and that's going to rack and ruin.
Yeah.
But our history is beginning really from the Elizabethan period.
Yeah. Well, Plymouth, Massachusetts, has been already celebrating this important historical day for 4 years already.
Wonder if old Trump will be coming over.
That's all we need, really, isn't it?
It's the sort of thing he'd like.
Yeah, of course.
That's him.
Yeah.
That it is.
The whole world's crazy at the moment, isn't it? Upside down.
Oh, the world's not in a good position, I'm afraid. It's just not. I don't think their country's in that good a condition either.
No.
But there, I can't do anything about that.
Well, it's a beautiful day in Plymouth, anyway.
Yeah. One of the things I do it for is to keep history alive. But a lot of people, older people especially, don't talk to anyone. But they love seeing me in costume. They come up and chat to me and all that. And it's like, and when I get on the bus, I dress like this, come in on the bus. And I say to people, good morning, everybody. In the beginning, they just looked at me, but now they're all answering me.
Yeah.
They always say, good morning. I say, good morning or good afternoon. People need to talk to each other, not just look at little blinking screens.
Well, they do in Europe. It's a very British thing where everybody's put on the defence against each other and looking for the worst in each other.
In the wartime, everybody spoke to each other, I think, mainly because we never knew when you're going to be.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what the 60s was about, where life was very shallow and very volatile. So people made up for it by being extremist in their behaviour.
Yeah.
And
being
a lot of them
friendly.
are still suffering from those consequences now.
When I worked in London, I got on the same train every day with the same people in the same carriage.
Yeah.
And nobody spoke or anything. So one day I got in the carriage, I said, good morning, everyone. How are you all feeling today? It was,
Who are you?
yeah, well,
Are you strange?
well, they've seen me I don't know how many times.
Yeah.
But, I don't understand people. People should be more friendly towards each other.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's a city, you only have to read the paper, and it's a very defensive and aggressive city. And it could be a happy-go-lucky city by the sea, and it should be.
It should be.
But all they do in Plymouth, all they seem to do in Plymouth, is stir up people's emotions against each other. And it makes a lot of money for certain areas of the legal system, which is very suspect in the city anyway.
It's people that live in Plymouth don't realise how lucky they are.
No. I agree on that.
They've got beautiful country all around them.
Yeah.
They've got beautiful seaside resorts.
Yeah.
They've got history. They've got everything. And I don't know why it's not used more. It infuriates me sometimes. I mean, I think Barbican could do a lot more than
Well,
it
beyond a
does.
shadow of a doubt. They should have regular, even if they had a weekend street market with local vegetables and fruits.
That's what I mean. All
that would
this
be
here,
ideal.
it should be used.
Yeah, exactly.
How many cities have got what we've got?
Yeah.
They haven't.
Well, that's what frustrates me as well, Brian.
It frustrates me. I mean, I do it because I think it's important. I'm not a Plymouthian. I come from Saltash.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm an adventurer. I was mountain rescue for 5 years, and I love the sense of adventure and the spirit of adventure that set off from Plymouth to discover the world.
Yes.
It's very inspiring.
Yes.
And Plymouth is, to me, it's people are soaked on alcohol and drugs most of the time, and not motivated in any way at all. And when they are motivated, they're brought down, so they lose their sense of motivation. So they have to get out of Plymouth if they want a life and a career. It's a strange city.
Same with my family, and most of them had to go back out the country.
Yeah.
My daughter had to go because she was a dancer. She finished up in Paris.
Yeah.
My son, he had to go to London because he's in computers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't a work down here,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And they can't blame central government for that. It's the infrastructure that's not been put in place by the local authorities, or been allowed to be put in place by the local authorities. There's too many rules and regulations, especially in Plymouth. You just go to Exeter and Totnes and places like that, it's totally different. But Plymouth seems to be a legal law unto itself, and it's over-regulated at every level, run like a military base, which is not just holding back Plymouth, but holding back the southwest.
Well, it is a military base, has been, but it's so much more.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
They got to get a better mixture. You can't run the city like a military base. That's
when
what I
they
mean.
changed all this.
Yeah,
I wrote a report
yeah,
on what they could do with the place, and how, and all this could have been. It used to be where all the ships were loaded from, in the Elizabethan period.
yes,
And it was a fish market then, all fishing. It could have been converted to something like that, with people in costume. The history of the place could have been brought in instead of putting all these sort of things down there.
Yeah.
But they ignored the report I put in.
yeah,
It's the same as when the year 2000 or what it was. There was a big tourist meeting over in the town hall.
yeah,
People came down from London and all this sort of stuff. I remember that, and I was invited to go to it. My wife said, "Don't you dare speak.
Yeah.
You shut up." So I said, "All right, I will." So I went to it, and the man from London said, "How does Francis Drake feel about all this?" So I said to my wife, "I got the opening. I'm going
Yeah.
to say it."
yeah.
So I got up and said what I thought what they could do with it and everything in that line. Do you know what? They snubbed me from then on, the council.
Yeah, well, they snub anybody that gets in the way, basically. It's the story of the city, and it's incredibly frustrating. I've seen it all the way through. I've been here nearly 30-odd years.
Yeah.
And I find, geographically, it's one of the best areas of the country to be in. Historically, it's one of the best areas of the country to be in. It's the political side and the legal side that's holding it back, where it's over-regulated, over-controlled, and they're a law unto themselves, basically. And I find that very frustrating and offensive.
Oh.
But anyway, nice to talk to you.
It's
So go on.
frustrating sometimes, but
Yeah.
then I get on that. People, if I can make people happy, that's good enough for me.
That's it.
I'm quite happy. I do the best.
And inspire
I can.
people, because it helps people remember. You can't live in the past, but you use the past to progress from. Because if it wasn't for the people from the past, we wouldn't have what we got now.
You're dead right, but they don't see that.
Well, like I said, they're blinkered in the thought processes. In fact, I was talking to a Labour councillor a few years ago in the city, and they hadn't got a clue what direction they were taking the city in anyway. And even then, it's always been very important historically. So they weren't sure whether it was going to be industrial or tourism, and there should be a good balance between the two. Not over-engineering tourism. You can use media in this day and age at an international level.
I mean,
and if you use like Disney sets and thoughts of swashbuckling pirates and things like that, then you can use that in the modern context to bring people into the city for tourism, and it inspire people.
And tourism is important.
Of course, it's very
It
important.
brings in money.
Yeah.
Look ahead and look astern and look the weather in the lee. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. There's a lofty ship to starboard, and she's sailing fast and free, sailing up and down the coasts of High Barbary. Oh, are you a pirate or a man of war? Cried we. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. Down the coast of High Barbary. Oh, then haul up your topsails and heave your best to. Blow high, blow low, and so sail we. For we have got some letters to be carried home by you. sailing up and down the coasts of High Barbary. Oh, we'll haul up our topsails and heave our vessel to. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we, but only in some harbour and along the side of you, sailing up and down the coasts of High Barbary. We'll have another one, that's beautiful. Well, for broadside, we fought all on the main. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. Until at last our frigate blew the pirates' mast away, sailing up and down the coasts of High Barbary. For quarter, the saucy pirates cried. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. But the quarter that we gave was to sink among the tide, sailing up and down the coasts of High Barbary.
To Brian and to everybody in Plymouth across the world, the 52 cities or towns, we wish you a very, very happy 2020. Special thanks to Strand, Minstrelsy for the music. This has been the Summertime International, so subscribe this production of 2020. You can contact me at tcs1@gmail.com and watch the video.
For hours free. Blow high, blow low, and so